to mystic moons. A secret you should know. I guess I should have written this in the description. But anyway, for these readings, I invite you not only to think about, typically your main three placements, your sun sign, your moon sign, your rising sign, but I also invite you to think about your 12th house sign and your 8th house sign. So the places of secrets. Moon, 8th house, 12th house. I will be going through in addition to your sun sign. But of course, I invite you to think about your own chart. What kind of questions have been on your mind? Also, too, how those placements, your sun, your moon, your rising, your 8th house, and your 12th house are within your individual charts. These are collective readings, but how energies are expressed to people are different. And also, too, where there could be great ease and success in one part of your chart, another part of yours could be, for lack of a better word, not that much of ease and abundance. And it just helps to have a little extra, a different viewpoint to go and look at and consider. And as for these readings, well, they are readings that are what you feel, what you should be feeling. And that's why we're going into secrets you should know, a secret you should know. For these readings, they are part of a reoccurring series that I do. I think I've been doing it for over a year now. Have I been doing it longer than a year? I don't know. I've been doing it for a year and some months. If you're curious about the other readings, you can go and take a peek. They're not that long. If you appreciate my time, do give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment if you feel so inclined. You can check out the other readings done in the collective, as I mentioned. Also, the other readings on the channel as a whole. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to say. I don't think so. Shall we get into it? Who will we do first? I feel like doing water first. We'll do water, we'll do fire, we'll do earth, and then we'll do air. I think that's the way we'll go. So, our first sign, our first collective that we'll see, what is a secret people should know? Shall we do Scorpio? Ah, you're Sagittarius. Hello. I said we'll do fire collective after we do water. But also think about, too, what your moon sign is in. Manus. 1 second, my cat is meowing. Come on, Manus. She gets the biggest thrill out of it, meowing, when I do my readings. Yeah, also think about your sun sign, your moon sign. And think about, too, how your 12th and 8th houses are aspected. Not quite. It's just a tool. It's like saying you get all of the art that you do from a paintbrush. You get great stories from simply the pen. It's just a tool. That's all it is. And I say that too as somebody who has degrees in creative writing. I say that too as someone who also has degrees in fine art. They're just tools that you use. That's all. So we'll go on to water. Let's go and see Scorpio. Scorpio, that would be Scorpio sun, Scorpio moon, Scorpio rising, Scorpio 8th house, which is the native energy for Scorpio. Perhaps there's something there we all could get, maybe. As well as Scorpio 12th house. Let's see Scorpio. A secret, I actually want 2 decks. I think I'm going to use this deck too. Let me shuffle this real quick. All right. So a secret Scorpio should know. I have the Lovers. Bottom of the deck energy, 5 of Wands. Somehow that feels like identity to me. And then I have 10 of Wands. Freedom, constraint. How does your image fit into how other people's expectations are for you? How do you carve out your own autonomy with the expectations that others have for you, perhaps expectations that you feel you have to go and fill? Maybe you do because they are loved ones. Maybe you feel that way because you are in partnership with them, such as responsibilities with work and other such things. But let's find out more about Scorpio. A secret Scorpio should know. I have Hanged Man. Wheel of Fortune. Lots of timing here. A secret Scorpio should know. Scorpio, I don't know what you have been trying to make fit. What you yourself have been trying to work towards, to show your cohesiveness to the cause, to another person, to the group, whatever it may be, your cohesiveness and dedication. But Scorpio, it's not working. A secret you should know, Scorpio, that which you've been trying to maintain. Scorpio, it's time for you to go and break out into your own individuality. That which you have been mirroring or defining your own self-image off of, regardless if it's a person, a relationship, work, whatever it's been in this lover's energy. Scorpio, that either has ended, is ending, and it's time for you, Scorpio, to go and find a new self-image for yourself to be, because you have tied yourself too much to something, someone, some cause. And it actually has convoluted, Scorpio, your expression of self. secret you should know. You are going to redefine yourself, discover yourself again, tap back to the true core of you. You're going to be independent, Scorpio, or it's independent from something that has been with you for a very long time, Scorpio. Something that has tethered you to it for too long. And this energy very easily could be family. As I said, there are connotations. If it's work, it's the kind of work that is not a 9 to 5, but you have holidays and weekends and this and that. Late nights, long hours type of work. You know, startup culture type of work. If it is work, it's all engulfing work, or your own business, something of that nature. But that's a secret you should know, Scorpio. Whatever you've been involving yourself in, distance is coming, a new opportunity is coming, also to how you have been attaching your self-value, to what you have been attaching your self-identity to. Big changes there, Scorpio. Let's go and see Pisces. So, like Scorpio being the native energy of 8th house, Pisces is the native energy of 12th house. So maybe there might be something here in Pisces for everyone too. But that would be Pisces Sun, Pisces Moon, Pisces 12th house, Pisces 8th house, Pisces rising, if I didn't say that. And two, you can also think about this as well, but of course it all depends on how you feel. But there's the Western charts, right? There's the Vedic charts. But usually with the Vedic energies, there's still energies that you should have in your Western chart, or should still feel overall strongly in your Western chart, or vice versa. I don't know, whatever chart you feel with. Okay, let's go on to Pisces. A secret Pisces should know. 1 second, my cat is meowing. Other cat. I have my squirt bottle, which doesn't do anything, but it lets them know that I'm squirting and saying, "Be quiet." I have my big squirt bottle, enough to fight against 4 cats. Pisces, let's go and see what is the secret. Kochi. I think one of my cats is bullying my other cats. What shame. It's like hearing little "I'm being oppressed" meow. Anyway, as I mentioned, all my cats act out when I do readings. They feel the energies, they get excited. Yes, that's the one that is he's actually the oldest male. He's a Siamese boy. And he actually bullies a little, well, he's not little. My largest cat is my youngest cat, a gray and white male. He's a little Mogi. And he's the one that always gets bullied by the Siamese. Oh, well. I step in because I don't really like that sort of behavior, but nothing more he wants to do than give him a really good bite and put him in his place. And we don't have that here. So anyway, let's go on to Pisces. A secret Pisces should know. Four of Swords, Pisces, Five of Cups. In this energy, Pisces, well, this could be you. This could be something that affects you. But I have someone, Pisces, who is definitely retracing past events. You know, the situation is what it is. It's undeniable. It's in your face. But at the same time, determination not to allow it to continue. Also, too, not to have this become a pattern. That's the energy that's here. Rather than act out or try to do different things, first let me take a step back and make sure that what went down will not repeat itself. What went down, how can I get beyond it? What went down, how can I ensure that this never, ever happens again? So let's go and find out some more. I have Princess of Wands here with the bottom deck energy of ruin, of Swords. So yes, definitely there's the energy here, Pisces, of you know, how to act, but understanding that you can't act haphazardly. You have to act with intention. Also, too, the situation is very dicey. You know, you just can't go out there and put out movements, put out actions, and waste your energy, waste your time. You must be strategic. So that's the energy overall that we're dealing with. I have Nine of Swords with the Eon here. A secret you should know, Pisces, the sort of actions that you want to go and take, or even that you are expecting and feeling like you know you're going to have to take. First of all, Pisces, that time is not yet right now. Interesting, too, that we have all these fours come up. Four of the Emperor, Four of Wands, and Four of Swords. The number four could be relevant. Also, too, it could be relevant in terms of timing. Pisces, a secret you should know, you are going to be taking some significant action very, very soon, but the time is not yet now. Soon, but not now. Pisces, right now is a time for you to conserve your strength, conserve your resources. Also, too, well, strategy is very important to you right now, Pisces. One could almost say, too, with this Nine of Swords energy here with Temperance, Pisces, say what you have to say to go and ensure that you are given the time that you need to prepare. Because a big change is coming for you, Pisces. You know, you could feel that big change coming. But to act on it right now is haphazard. You really need to be focused on planning in order to ensure success for what you're about to do next. Because make no mistake, too, in this energy, Pisces, it'll be quite clear when you have to act. But also, too, in this energy, you yourself will probably be the one to initiate that shortly. I don't feel like this is even 4 months type of energy, which would actually correlate to around the time of Aries season. I feel like this is more like 4 weeks. 4 days is too short. I feel like in a couple of weeks, you'll be able to start acting out on some plans and getting some real traction towards it. Let's go on to Cancer. Thank you for the like. So, Cancer Collective. A secret Cancer should know. Eight of Swords, Cancer, bottom of the deck energy, Six of Wands, High Priestess, and the Fool. Not ready yet, but something is coming your way, Cancer. Something possibly has been building in your energy, Cancer. We'll find out more. Something coming towards you. Like flattery is coming towards you. Maybe flattery is too vapid of a word. It could be acknowledgement, could be appreciation. Maybe that's a better word than flattery. You have appreciation coming your way, Cancer. Appreciation that's going to manifest, visualize, appear in very tangible forms. It's not really so much what is said or what is felt. It's going to be what is actually countable, calculatable, seeable, touchable. But you have appreciation in your energy coming your way. Let's find out more. So King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles gets Temperance. 10 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. And I'm going to pull one of these. You also have some strong fours coming out here. Also, too, some Libra energy coming out. Cancer, this is all about the realm of thought. The realm of thought that's coming out to actually greet you and meet you in real life. Secret you should know, Cancer. You do have appreciation coming your way. The type of appreciation that you've been focused on, the type of appreciation that you have been waiting on. Now, Cancer, there is a wide berth, right? When you're saying appreciation. It could be appreciation in work. It could be appreciation in your already existing family units. It could be appreciation in the eyes of a very specific other. I say could be Pacific, could not be Pacific. 10 of Pentacles is large energy. King of Pentacles also too. You know, it could be a person, but this could also be coming into your agency of wealth. Not necessarily creative wealth or emotional wealth, physical health. Wealth. This is actually, you have 2 coins together and more come. There's a period of plenty coming for you, Cancer, whether that's plenty that you'll be able to work for and earn, or this is plenty that someone is going to co-sign as yours. That energy is up in the air. Because there is partnership here. 3 of Pentacles, Temperance, under a King of Pentacles. It's definitely on your terms. but there could be partnership here. This could also be something that you work at yourself. You're given the agency and the opportunity to do so, and the appreciation is going to come forth with the things that make life comfortable living. I'll put it that way. That's what, as a secret, Cancer should know. One could also say too, Cancer, before I move this, go on to the next collective, one could also say too, in this energy, Cancer, as I said, this is coming towards you. I think it is going to take you by surprise of how much of a radical change this is. One could say in this energy too that this is already building up for you. Now, whether this person or this opportunity already knows of you, it's a possibility. It's also a possibility that the space for you to occupy is being made. That's a secret Cancer should know. We'll go on to the next collective. Why not go with Sagittarius? So that's Sagittarius Sun, Sagittarius Moon, Sagittarius Rising, Sagittarius 8th house, Sagittarius 12th house. A secret. Sagittarius should know. Quite a secret it is. Sagittarius High Priestess. New starts all the way around, huh, Sagittarius? 8 of Cups is also Piscean energy, perhaps. This is something to think about. Sagittarius with, do you have Pisces in your chart? Where does that Pisces sit? Where that Pisces sits is probably Sagittarius is what will start to magnify itself to you. We could also be thinking about or dealing with it in this energy. Something coming up in the next, like mid-February to mid-March, that type of time frame. Is this someone with Pisces placements? I don't know yet. We'll take a peek. But definitely, I would say, look at your own Pisces placements and think about that with timing. I say timing as well, too, because bottom of the deck energy with Fool, Magician, and Ace of Cups, all of these are new beginning energies. You know, you're walking away, Sagittarius, to something that's a completely new phase. Completely new phase. Completely new phase, Sagittarius, that hasn't yet appeared, will appear. Do we have a partnership here? I don't know quite yet if it's partnership. But I do know that you're going to have really strong agency, Sagittarius, to start realizing and crafting situations, the situations that you're in, the situations that you deal with on your terms. So we have luxury with the High Priestess. And a 10 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck energy, another High Priestess energy. 7 of Pentacles, Princess of Swords. You know, that energy is a little bit struggling towards the ideals, ideas of what you want to be, also how you are perceived. Very definite perception, though, around you, I am going to say, Sagittarius. I have the Devil, Eight of Pentacles. Definitely a whole new phase for you coming up, Sagittarius. Of course, Ten of Wands is Sagittarius energy. Tens and ones are very strong in this reading, besides the fact that we have all those ones and zeros from the Fool, Magician, and Ace of Cups. Some more tens here that go down to ones with, well, as you see, Ten of Wands, Ten of Swords, also two, Ten of Pentacles. Next year, by the way, is a vibration of 10, which if we take that down numerically, it goes down to 1. If you want to collapse it down. Pochi. So, all these things are just numerical patterns to keep in mind. Maybe they resonate with you, maybe they don't. Maybe they'll resonate with you after a while. Something that's been in front of your face all along. Anyway, Sagittarius, a secret you should know. You're definitely on a new phase. You're going to be working on something different, Sagittarius, working towards something different. You're actually too, Sagittarius, going to be working, I feel like, on some, or with what you dedicate yourself to. You're going to be gaining, I don't want to quite say the word riches, but you're going to be gaining a whole lot more than you did before, a whole lot faster, a whole lot easier. Things are going to move better for you, Sagittarius, than they have in the past. And I'd say too, Sagittarius, it's not really to be in the energy of, oh, if only I had this sooner. No, I say precisely because you went through what you have been going through, Sagittarius. That's why you're going to be able, in what you work with now, to reap such benefit from it. Because you have the experience to do so. Everything's coming into place for you, Sagittarius. That which you have been doing, you're going to be seeing precisely why things will start to be making sense for you. Ultimately here, Sagittarius, I see a change in lifestyle. Now, whether this means that you grow or expand your family, or you create family, I think that's kind of up in the air. But I do see, let's say your feminine energy or the feminine energy around you. I do see that really, I almost want to say swelling, rising, like a tide coming in, like a cup being filled more. That type of energy is coming towards you, or will be rising up in you. Also, too, with a high priestess energy, I do think, and that's probably going back again to Ten of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. I do think that you're going to be seeing people a whole lot more clearer than you have before. You're going to be able to work with those different types of people a lot more efficiently than you would have before. Essentially, a secret you should know: you're on a new phase. With that new phase, it's going to create a new life, possibly a new partnership or an expansion to your family. I do see success coming to you now, precisely because of what you deal with, how you handle it. Sagittarius, in this energy, one would say they should not mess with you. Sagittarius, you are quite a formidable person who will be amassing some quite strong influence. It's a secret you should know. Let's go on to Aries. What is a secret Aries should know? I have lust, Aries, bottom of the deck energy, 9 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, Ace of Wands, Aries energy. A period of plenty, Aries. Going to make some significant movement towards what you have been striving for a long time, Aries. Actually, I meant to draw. I think I did a reading. I did do a love reading for Aries before I did this one. Aries, I see a very magnetic energy around you. Very attractive energy, Aries. I also see in this energy people coming towards you, wanting you to fulfill their expectations of you. A little harsh energy here, Aries. A secret you should know. Aries, I see secret admirers around you. Is it one? Is it two? Does it matter? I see secret admirers around you. I do see someone, Aries, who is soulmate energy. A king and a queen of swords is soulmate energy. But I also see in this energy, Aries, here's someone who loves the idea of you. They love the idea of you, how they perceive you. And Aries, in this energy, you are your own individual. And I guess they're going to discover that. Aries, in short, I see people opening up doors for you. Opening up doors for you to get to know you better. But they're doing so based on what they perceive of you. And they're going to discover that what they think you are or how you are is different from in reality. But I have fans for you. I definitely have fans for you, Aries. Aries, if this person, regardless if it's a love connection or if this is someone who opens up doors to your career, your ideas, how you want to be and see yourself and opt in, regardless of what that is, Aries. Aries, this is a soulmate connection. This is a person who will probably leave you better than you are now, stronger than you are now, more intelligent than you are now, something to that nature. There's no reason why, too, Aries, this can't be a profitable connection. But that's a secret you should know ultimately. And the fact of this person coming towards you. Could be two people. Interesting. I think two areas I'm going to say with the opportunity I see coming your way. You know, Aries, the more that you are your own person, the more that you have your own autonomy, I think that's actually to the person who's going to be opening up doors for you, the person who's receptive to you. And I said it could be either they're opening up, they believe in what you do, or they believe in who you are. I think that's actually going to make them become even more your advocate and your fan. The more you show your independence and your individuality. Hello. Let's go on to the next fire sign. That would be Leo. Very strong Leo energy we've been getting. Let's see a secret. What's a secret Leo should know? 8 of Cups in the Fool. 8 of Wands, 3 of Cups. A new season coming your way, Leo. That which you've been involved in so far, overworked, Leo. A big splash is coming your way, Leo. Dynamics are going to change, Leo. Interesting too with these 8s coming up. 8s are a number, Leo. Well, besides the fact that typically, traditionally, the 8 in the major arcana is associated with Leo energy. But we can also think about the 8s as numbers of transformation, of destiny, of fate. You have change coming, Leo. Not quite sure how I feel about this message. You know, Leo, that change could be coming precisely to that which you've been working in, working towards, working for. I don't really see the circumstances or the situation changing, Leo, as much as I see what you're currently in, that changing and becoming better. This is almost like the type of energy, Leo, that if you've been working a job and it kind of sucks, they get a whole new restructuring and that benefits you tons. Or you're in a neighborhood or a house and it gets upgraded in some way. Or you're in a neighborhood and some new people move in and you find your best friend. I don't know, something like that. It's more like benefits coming to your stomping ground. The changes you want to see is coming to your stomping ground, Leo. That's a secret you should know. It's going to be revitalized. It's going to be changed. It's going to go and be for the better for you. Leo, let me also say with a secret you should know, although I see success towards that which you have been laboring in, that's what you've been involved in, I also see in this energy, Leo, after benefit has come to this situation, Leo, You can remain there for a period of time longer, but ultimately, Leo, you yourself are going to move on from this situation. I see you enjoying some sort of benefit from it. Not that much longer, though. Maybe, well, a time period. I don't see it being like 10 years. I think much shorter. Because, Leo, you're going to enjoy the benefits of something that you have been kind of suffering under, dealing with the stagnation of, dealing with the trying to address the unpleasantness of. But ultimately, Leo, you also have something much better coming for you. It's like your involvement in this whole saga and situation was purely to make it better. And then, Leo, I see you after a period of time, short enough period of time, in this energy. You're off to the next thing, Leo. You're going to get gratification, Leo, and then, Leo, you're going to be off somewhere else. Whisked away. New phase. I wonder why you'll be shown the gratification of it rather than just whisked away, but that's the energy I have. Hello. You can if you donate. Details are in the description. So, let's go on to the next sign. We did Leo, we did Aries, we did Sagittarius, we did water, we did fire. Now we have earth and air left. Let's do earth. We'll do Taurus. Taurus, I have a secret Taurus should know. Ten of Pentacles, Taurus. Seven of Cups. Another seven with Chariot. Another seven with Seven of Pentacles, which is Taurus energy. Sevens could be relevant to you, Taurus. Sevens could become relevant to you, Taurus. Taurus, something is going to go your way. You could see that as a good win. It might be even a really significant win for you, Taurus. Taurus, you may feel comfortable or inclined to enjoy this satisfaction that's coming your way. And by no means, Taurus, with this sort of energy, Seven of Pentacles. Well, this deck is a little harsher than the other ones, but with Seven of Pentacles, especially the Ten of Wands and Five of Cups, no doubt you're entitled to it, Taurus, but I want to say, first of all, in this energy, sevens by their nature, Taurus, they're cards to inspire you to move. Like fives. Fives are uncomfortable energies for a reason. They're energies because you're not supposed to be comfortable where you are. And here you know that you have to act differently than you have been. Again, it's a cause for change. It's a your brain telling your body before it moves, move. And what I have here, Taurus, I have success coming your way. But you should understand, Taurus, that that's only a green light for you to keep pushing forward. I do think what's coming for you should be very comforting. I think it should be a breath of relief. I think you should be able to relax in the energy that is about to come forward for you, Taurus, but I don't think you should get comfortable in that energy, Taurus. I think you should use it as respite. And then, Taurus, seek better. So wealth is also accompanied by an 8 of Wands. I have Wheel of Fortune here, 9 of Cups, and an 8 of Cups, another 8. As I mentioned in the other readings, 8s are numbers of, well, 8s could also be significant here besides 7s. We also have 8s and 9s. Sequential numbers popping up here. And then, of course, 10s. Funny. Of course, 10 is coming up to the year of 2026. It's a vibration of 10. Vibrations of 10 go down to number 1. We're talking about new beginnings here too. And all of this, Taurus, I see a secret you should know. Ultimately, I see some really well-deserved respite coming towards you. I see some stability there, Taurus. And Taurus, I do think you could go and build that out. Make yourself comfortable in it. I don't recommend you do that, though, Taurus. Taurus, and the secret I have for you, you're getting some sort of success, some sort of foundation, some sort of cushion, precisely, Taurus, because there's still more out there for you to do, more out there for you to explore. Taurus, don't get comfortable yet. There's more for you to do. There's more that you have to do. Gain and save and rest up as much as you can, Taurus. And then, Taurus, understand, I mean, you know, obviously this is a collective reading, but really look critically at what you have and don't say, depend as compared to what I had before, this is great. But Taurus, think about with what you have or what you're about to get. Is that really what you have been striving for all this time? Is that really what you want now? Don't level off, Taurus. Don't say, I wanted something sweet. I got a cupcake. That's good enough for me. If, Taurus, what you wanted was the cake. Because, Taurus, that cake is out there. Eat the cupcake and go out and get the cake, Taurus. Let's check out the next Earth sign. There's no point in me reading signs for this too, Taurus, because ultimately this is all about you. And as I said, while I see great success coming your way, very comfortable success, again, success you can build out on and make yourself comfortable. Taurus is just a cupcake. It's not the cake you want. It's not the meal you want. It's not the meal, the dining room table, the chairs, the roof, the nice lighting, the climate control, the flowers, the placemats, and the cushions on the chair, and the rug under the table, and the cats and the dog waiting for you to slip them food, right? It's not all that. All right, that's what I have for Taurus. Let's see. Did I do Capricorn? I think I did. I did. So that means I have Virgo and Air left, I believe. So, Virgo, what is a secret Virgo should know? Let's see. A secret Virgo should know. Good news coming your way, Virgo. Good news you've been holding out for, but perhaps not expecting. What one would say with the Tower, though, Tower, I always kind of think with Tower doesn't necessarily just come out of nowhere. There are fractures in place, things in place that happen before Tower happens. So, Virgo, you may be not really anticipating something to come through, but Virgo, you've already worked towards it. You've already put energy in motion for it, even though it may have taken a while for it to come through. I say a while too, because all of these energies are rather extensive. Moon, Two of Swords, Eight of Swords, even Seven of Wands. They're all kind of, well, they're longer term energies, but things are moving for you fast now, Virgo. Getting some momentum now, Virgo. Takes a while, Virgo, to build something good and of worth, Virgo. It takes a while, too, to start formulating the right actions, the right ideas, the right words, the right motions to go forward to build out what you want, Virgo. A secret you should know, Virgo, your hard work is paying off. You know, in this kind of energy, Virgo, if you've been talking to people or someone, they could have been mulling around in their heads or perhaps with their partners. You know, what about with Virgo said, blah, blah, blah. The validity of Virgo's ideas, Virgo's plans, Virgo's actions. Because there definitely has been conversation and thought about you, Virgo, and what you have been doing, what you are doing. And I see support coming for you, Virgo. In this energy, it is almost like someone's going to invest in you. Well, maybe that's all that support is, Virgo, is investment. But someone's going to invest in you. They're going to throw their weight behind you, Virgo. You are getting some significant support to go and start walking your path, Virgo. Maybe possibly too in this energy, Virgo, more control. You'll have more control. More control to carry out your ideas, to lead. Another Three of Cups. To lead where others were not inclined to follow you, Virgo. That's what I see for you, Virgo. In terms of timing, well, you know, the universe is kind of end of the phase, beginning of the next one, together with Ace of Cups. Virgo, this energy has been going on a little bit before, is going on right now. Not far to go before this is coming. It feels like the longest part of waiting has already passed for you, Virgo. Which I think is also too where that Tower and all that waiting cards came. A secret you should know, Taurus. As I said, who have you been talking to? You must have been talking to someone, Virgo. Who have you been either seeking support or sharing your plans to, maybe not overtly for support, maybe just for ideation, but something about what you have been saying and who you have been saying it to has been going on outside of you. And support is going to come around full circle because of that. Because you've been the topic of conversation of what you want to do and how. You're getting support for your ideas and how you want to do it coming soon. That's all the earth signs, I believe. Now we're on air. I feel like I just did air, but that must have been the Aries love readings with the air signs. That still has a little bit of a residue in me. So let's go on to, I guess we'll do Libra first. Why not? Libra, a secret Libra should know. Thank you for the like. Let's go and see for Libra. A secret for Libra. Ace of Cups as well, Libra. 5 of Wands. First of all, Libra, lots of excitement. Lots of excitement. Also, too, I'm going to say emotional value is high. It's not really so much what is said, but it's more like how others are validated. Ooh. You got people excited, Libra, about you. Got people very excited about you, Libra. I see support coming your way. I see things being built around you. Energy very strong around you, building with you. Secret Libra should know you have support coming your way. Another 5 of Wands. Someone's exerting themselves on their behalf, on your behalf rather, Libra. Someone will be exerting themselves on your behalf. 5 of Wands coming up as compound energy. Of course, adjustment here is Libra energy. Libra, someone is going to support you. How exactly does that break down into the general energy of you? Well, I leave that up to you. Whether, I mean, these are gains. These are emotional gains. And what I have, Libra, is I have a person who is going to put their weight behind you. With 5 of Wands, it means that this person can tap into other people to mobilize them. So that could be, for instance, in a work environment, workplace environment. This could also be a couple people really excited about you. But moreover than just being purely a romantic energy, Libra, these are people, or the energy that I have here, a secret you should know. These are people who are going to work with you, work for you towards your goals, Libra. With where you see success, they are going to see it too, Libra. And that's what they're going to work on with you towards. Whatever ideas that you have, Libra, about success, about realizing success, what makes you happy in life, Libra, that is what a door is opening up for you to create. Very creative time for you too, Libra. I don't necessarily see per se leadership energy here, but I do see your ideas being carried out and implemented. I don't necessarily see any warning either that this could be hijacked from you. I see all attribution going to you. But I see people rallying around you to build out your vision. Your ideas make people excited, Libra. I guess the only caveat I would say to be cautious of in this energy, Libra, because literally with what you see as good and how you want to build out good, other people are going to follow that. So, obviously, if you're doing anything that can be copied or duplicated for you, try and manage that cautiously, right? But I see very good energy around you in terms of creativity, and as I said, motivating people, getting them excited, and wanting to know more about your vision, your plan, etc. So we have Gemini and we have Aquarius. Ace of Swords is Libra energy. That doesn't help us. We'll do Gemini. And then we'll do Aquarius. A secret Gemini should know. 5 of Swords. Gemini. You're going to have to change how you operate, Gemini. Or someone is going to have to change how they operate with you. Standard quo, status quo will not fly here, Gemini. Somehow. That's not very enlightening, is it, Gemini? Getting the Lovers for a Gemini reading in this energy. Of course, the Lovers is your energy in major arcana, but I do see a change in how someone has been operating. Someone's going to have to change that. Let's find out more, Gemini. I have 8 of Swords, another Gemini energy. 2 of Swords. 3 of Cups. At its highest level, what I have here, Gemini, a secret you should know. I don't know if it's you, Gemini, or if it's the people who you are close with, but how you have been operating is not sustainable. The pace and the cadence and how you have been interacting has to change. It has to change with that person. I don't know, but it has to change drastically. Hangman. Could be a fracture coming up here, Gemini. Towards those who you have been working with, working towards. Gemini, there's an impasse. How you are collaborating with someone, working towards someone. They're not working towards you, the goals of the group, the goals of you and them. It could just be you working towards the goals of togetherness, and they are not. But I have acting in one's own self-interest, Gemini. Someone who you're working with or partnering with is not someone to be trusted. And maybe, Gemini, you can feel their distance from you, their care from you, their lack of perhaps individualized attention. Something about here keeps his distance from you, Gemini, and Gemini, time is not going to fix this. Something has run its course, Gemini. Gemini, there are better people out there for you to meet. And Gemini, as long as you maintain something in which you can feel again, its attention is not rewarding like it should be, focused like it should be. You know, sometimes too, Gemini, you can be with someone and still feel lonely. It's in that kind of energy. Anyway, Gemini, that's a secret you should know, something that you have been tethered to. I'll just say it like that. How the dynamics of how you've been operating with that person has to change, or situation. And ultimately, Gemini, you're never going to seek the validation that you need, that you deserve from that person. No amount of time is going to have this appear. All it's going to do is just stretch out like an endless desert, or perhaps an endless prairie. But the landscape is not going to change. The dynamics are not going to change. The season is not going to change. And ultimately, something doesn't have to be putrid to be stagnant, right? To be unpleasant. Dullness is its own purgatory, Gemini. And so, Gemini, I see something running its course, and I see you deserving better. Let's go on to our final sign. That's Aquarius. Aquarius, did I just see a Seven of Swords? I did. Seven of Swords coming out for Aquarius. What's his secret? Aquarius should know. Three of Pentacles. That must be tongue-in-cheek. Three of Pentacles, Aquarius, with Hangman. We have some Leo energy poking out, don't we, Aquarius? Leo energy, some Gemini energy. How to act, Aquarius. It is all about acting with others. Maybe how do you treat others? How do you push forward your ideas and your plans to others? How do you motivate people, Aquarius? Hangman, Three of Pentacles. How do you get people excited? How do you lobby people? How do you rally them? How do you get people to become your people, Aquarius? What kind of motivations do they have, Aquarius, in accordance to yours? Justice, King of Swords, and Six of Cups. Four of Pentacles energy here, where this energy assumes, Aquarius, there's a wealth of information which you can use. Maybe, Aquarius, you have been dealing with people that you know well enough. Three of Pentacles, Six of Cups. And then we have Hangman also connotates time. Four of Pentacles connotates watchfulness, as well as Justice and King of Swords. Aquarius, we have energies here that you should know, or people that you should know, dynamics you should know, but also too, Aquarius, they know you. They may not necessarily act on it or converse about it, but Aquarius, I have here an equal amount of knowing on both sides. an equal amount of history in how people act. I'm going to draw one more card here, Aquarius. The moon. Oh, what a dicey message. I actually like moons. As you know, we're mystic moons. I actually have moons very prominently aspected in my chart, so I'm not bothered by moon energy or 12th house energy. But all in all, Aquarius, I have competition for you, a secret you should know. I have intense competition. Competition, Aquarius, that looks you right in the eye and smiles at you while plotting, Aquarius, how can they utilize you to get ahead. Secret you should know, Aquarius, I see alliances. I don't know if I want to say friendships. I see relationships, Aquarius, that are with you for benefit. This very well could be workplace dynamic. I do hope I'm not talking about friendships or love in this energy, but I see relationships that you know each other, they know you, you know equally what makes them respond. They know as well what makes you respond and what motivates you. It's an equal amount of knowing here. And what I have here is I have gain, waiting for gain, and trying to use you. The people who you work with, the people who you build with, Aquarius, you can only build with them so far, despite the fact that you have history with them, Aquarius. Aquarius, they are ultimately not for the group goal of togetherness. They're for ultimately themselves. Something to be aware of, Aquarius. And just as much as you know them, Aquarius, they know you. That's a secret you should know. Okay. That's what I have for everybody. Thank you for your time. I see I have a lot of messages. What are they? So yes, I did a Sagittarius, as I mentioned. To say you get your answers from cards is the same thing as saying an artist is able to paint pictures because of a brush, or a writer is able to write novels or poetry because of their pen. It's a tool, nothing more. And let's see. Kind of forget what Scorpio's message is. I actually forget what Gemini's energy is too, even though I did that just 2 readings ago. And I think everyone will be super blessed. Ultimately, I get very, I think, positive readings from everyone because it's all about growth. And as I said, I don't know if I said it in this reading or another reading, but ultimately, all of us want the same things. And as long as we can tap into our higher selves and not give in to the lower vibrations, the lower elements, the negative elements, we can uplift each other collectively. Anyway, thank you for the likes, everyone. Thank you for your time. And if you have any comments, do share. If you're watching it after the fact, yeah, definitely go and send me a like. I appreciate it. It helps the channel. And until next time, bye-bye.